In this video, I would like to talk about two tools, which are configuring the network using the Nmcli command and also tuned. So to configure the network, we can proceed in two there's different ways on how you can do that. One of those ways, it would be to go inside the interface field and add all the information that is needed, and that file is located into etc sysconfig, and then a network script, and here we will have that interface. So here you can tweak this file to make it open to the internet and be able to log in into it. So, and if we do IPA, we see that here we have a one interface, EMP1S0, which does not have an IP address assigned yet at the moment. So one of the ways that we can assign an IP would be to modify this file directory, or either you can use the nmcli command. We have been using the nmtuned to make the modification. So far, we're gonna proceed a different way by using nmcli. So nmcli is a very powerful tool, and we can always use our man on nmcli to get familiar with, have more information about it and how we can do it, how we can use it, and more specification about it. You can also use the man on nmcli -example to have a example of different configuration or setting on what you can do with nmcli. The command or the example that is very close to what we will be looking for will be example 11 that you can see here in this man page. So following the nmcli, we will follow the same step. Using the nmcli, we will follow the same steps that we were using during the nm3 command, which here we will start with nmcli. We trying to modify a connection. So the nmcli connection, we are modifying the connection EMP1S0, and then the modification that we're trying to make on that interface will be to make it static in the first place. So from that, I can do IPv4.method. So the method that I would like to have is to have it be a manual. So the next thing that I'm going to try to do is to set an IP address, which for that I will do IPv4.addresses. And here, let's say I will do .1.98, for example, /24. I need to specify the subnet here automatically. And the next thing, we need to add a gateway. Can do IPv4.gateway. And now I specify the gateway that I would like to have. Next, we need to add a DNS, and that I will do IPv4.DNS. And since I'm trying to put two DNS here, I'll open a quote and do 8.8.8 and comma 1.1.1.1. So the next thing that I might want to do here is to allow my computer to have access on the internet automatically if there's any reboot. To that, I need to do auto connect. I need to set it to yes. So that pretty much all the different steps on how you can use to make that connection using the nmcli command. It seems long, but if you remember and all the different steps, all the different things that you need to do, like setting a static, giving an IP address, give a gateway, give a DNS, and then restart the network as needed. And you can just press R. Since I made that change, if I verify the status of the device here, you see that it's already connected, and we can do a Nmcli connection show, and here we do a show on that interface, and let pipe and grep for IPv4, and here we see that all the different settings that we have set for our computer to be able to have access to the internet. I will go ahead and start that network by doing a Nmcli connection up on ENT. So it says here the connection have been not successful activated, and now I can either ping anything that I would like to try to have access to. Here is how to use your Nmcli to set up your network. And if we go back into etc sysconfig network script file, here we will see that the information here has changed, and we were able to, set it up depending on what we want. So you can either come here, modify this file directly, or you can use your Nmcli command to modify the network, or you can also use the nm-tuned command to do the same thing on a rail system. So the next thing that I would like to talk about is the tuned, which tuned is help you to optimize your system so that it will work with the better performances and utilize all the resources that is utilize the resources to the maximum or the capacity as possible. So do not confuse tuned and tuning the kernel with the with the sysctl, which sysctl is more of tuning the kernel, but tuning is actually about tuning your system actually itself. So if you would like to see what are all the different options that you can use to tune the system, you use the command tuned.adm list. So here is going to give you all the different options that you can use to tune your system depending of what you want, depending of what you are interested on having a better performance into. So for example, if for any purpose we would like to switch our system to be more focused on balance, which is general for non-specified tune profile, we need to go ahead and first look what is the setting of tuned that we have here. And here we can see it's even telling us the current profile is set to virtual guest. But let's say if you would like to change it to balance, we need to use the command tuned-adm and profile balance. So it's going to take some time, and here go we have what we were looking for. So to see that the tuned has changed, we need to do a tuned activate, and here is going to tell you like the current active profile is set on tuned balance. So if you are not sure which one you need to set for your system, you can ask tuned to recommend you what would be the good setting for our system that we would need. And for that, to make that request, you need to do a tuned ADM, and you do a recommended. And here, tuned going to recommend you to set your system to a virtual guest. depending of what he sees is going to be the best setting at the moment. And since we see that the recommendation is to be on virtual guest, we need to go ahead and do tuneding.adm. That's tuneding-adm and profile. And here we are we are recommended to set on virtual guest. So that's how you can tune your system to, set it so that it will be, used to the maximum of the capacity, depending of what application or maybe what setting is being set, at that particular moment into that system. So that's what it is, guys. Practice it and have fun.